Hello again, everybody. It's Raptor again, and this time I'm bringing you another first look, and this time it's at the Machina, which is the new sniper rifle. So, the Machina's effects they're less groundbreaking than the other ones. I mean, I guess you could say the Diamondback's effect wasn't exactly groundbreaking since the Frontier Justice had a variant of it too. But the Machina's effects are pretty simple compared to it, and those are, first thing is, on a fully charged shot, the gun will deal 15% more damage, and its bullet will actually penetrate people. Meaning you can get collaterals now with this gun. Your bullet can travel through somebody and kill somebody. And unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this yet. I just need to get a map of like Dust Bowl or something where there's just tight corridors, and then I'll have to try my hand at it. But that's a very cool effect. I definitely think that can attract snipers from a broader audience now. That's what Star said, and I agree with him completely. It's true, because in a lot of games, I'm sure everybody's used to bullets being able to penetrate people, or at least objects, such as Battlefield. There's bullet penetration there, and Fish and Chips, that's basically one of the game mechanics, but enough about that. The other effects are, the first one, well, those are the only good effects. Now for downsides. The first downside is that you cannot no-scope. You must be zoomed in to fire a shot. And if you try to no-scope, the gun makes this clicking sound, and there's a little spark from the muzzle, and it's basically saying, "What are you doing? Stop it." So yeah, don't try to no-scope. It doesn't work. Another one is that it fires a tracer round. And basically, whenever I shoot, you'll see this giant blue streak come from the muzzle of the gun to where I shot. And it varies by your team because it actually obeys your team color, so it can be blue or red. And so this lets you know exactly where you are. See, and it lasts for a couple of seconds. Everybody will know where you are if you use this gun. But honestly, I don't even care. It's so cool looking at that tracer bullet, especially when you do score a headshot, because it goes straight from your gun to their face, and it's cool. I really like it. It makes me want to use this gun, even though it's a downside. There's just not much else to say. So you can tell Valve was really trying to bring back the SMG with this gun, since you can't no-scope. And foolishly, I was using Girardi in this gameplay. I was trying to record other gameplays, but I couldn't get any good footage, and in those I used the SMG. So I apologize, I'll try to get more later. Again, this is just a quickly rushed video. I recommend not using the Bushwhacker nor the Girardi, or maybe the Shahansha would work, but use the SMG. It'll be your friend. So I cut the fluff out of this video, so that way instead of it being 8 minutes long and lots of boring parts, it's only about 5 minutes long, and it's got actually some good shots in it. And it is interesting to note that the gun has a different fire sound when it's fully charged. It makes this sort of like deep bellowing gunshot that sounds really cool. And it's also, and I didn't mention this in the last video, excuse me. Didn't mention this in the last video, but the Spy Revolver, the Diamondback, has a similar gunshot noise difference when you use a revenge crit. Not a revenge crit. I gotta get used to calling them insult to injury crits. I guess eye to eye crits. Yeah, that kind of works. Eye for an eye. Anyway, it makes a different fire sound when you use them, and I don't mean like that sort of static charge noise that we're so used to for crits. It's actually like sort of a deep bellowing gunshot. That's another thing. A lot of these guns sound like airsoft guns with blowback, cap guns. They just don't sound like real guns. But with these weapons, the Deus Ex weapons, Valve really went the extra mile and made fire sounds that sound like real guns. They have real deep feel to them that actually feels like you're shooting a gun just because of the sound. It doesn't feel like it, but it sounds like it, you know? Because it's just enough of the classic pew pew of most TF2 guns, and it really sounds cool. But that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll get more of these soon. Check back sometime later, and I hope to see you all again. Bye.